So next, I'd like to show Shio-Koji Grilled Chicken. So can you ask how many people know? Do you know Shio-Koji?
It's such a big hit in Japan right now. So if you talk to somebody Japanese who's from Japan and you say, "Oh, I know Shio-Koji," they'll be very impressed. So you should listen to this part of the presentation. So this is the chicken that we're going to be presenting. You'll get a taste of that in a little bit as well.
So the video said when you make a miso, we use komekoji, rice koji, and soybean. It is the fermentation agent. So shio-koji means salted koji. So this is made from this one and salt and water, and then it goes the shio-koji, we call shio-koji sauce. So you can make by yourself from the scratch. So you can koji, but it takes time. So you can buy shio-koji like that. So it's very popular, hot ingredient now.
It adds a lot of flavor without adding a lot of salt to it. It actually is, I think, reduces your salt intake by half.
Yeah, half. Yeah.
So for people who are on a low sodium diet but who still like the flavor of salt, you'll have that taste or the flavor without having to consume that much sodium.
So you can use shio-koji for chicken, pork, and salmon, vegetable, and tofu, anything. So
I've used it for tofu. I've used it on cream cheese. I've used it for boiled eggs as well. And you get a totally different product. If you like drinking wine, it goes really well. It's a good appetizer.
Okay, so today I will show you with chicken. So the ingredient is chicken breast and shio-koji. That's it. So Ziploc bag again, and you put chicken breast and this is a koji, so you can this is a koji, and this is a shio-koji. So this is the paste sauce. So you just put in the ratio, the 10
So the ratio is 10 parts. Say you have 10 ounces of meat, then you would only put in 1 ounce of shio-koji. So the ratio is 10 to 1. If you have 20 ounces of meat, then you want to add 2 ounces.
So I recommend marinate 1 hour, but you don't have time, so you just poke holes and you marinate it. Massage well. You can use right away, but my recommendation is marinate 1 hour, so it's more boost up umami.
And that's another trick we use a lot in Japanese cooking is poking holes in the ingredient in advance so that the flavor will seep in, whether it's vegetables or meat. Even when I pickled my eggs with the shio-koji, that's what I do as well. I poke a few holes in it just so that the seasoning will go in all the way, and then you get the flavor all the way into the inside.
What did you say the ratio was?
10 to 1.
10 of what?
10 parts to the meat, or whatever you're pickling or using, and then 1 part of the shio-koji.
Yeah, shio-koji.
The seasoning.
Okay, so if you're using 10 ounces of the chicken,
It's 1 ounce of the shio-koji.
1 ounce.
Yeah.
You can, I mean, you can adjust that according to your taste, but obviously it's going to be more salty. If you add more shio-koji, it's going to be less salty if you add less. One thing you do have to be careful of when you've marinated chicken or any meat product, and even vegetables too, and you're going to cook it after you've marinated in shio-koji, is that it burns quite easily.
Yeah, right.
So we like to barbecue shio-koji marinated chicken at home. You just have to be careful because it will burn on the outside, and you just have to flake off the ashes, unfortunately.
To avoid a burner, so you can wipe off extra shio-koji. But if you prefer the strong taste, you don't need to take off. I like beets, so you can use for beets too. So just put in the shio-koji and beets. If you like sweet one, you can add honey, or you like little bit hot, so you put a red pepper and marinate 1 day or 2 days. And it's pickled. It's very easy, and I like it tastes very good. And if just already thought, if you use for tofu, so the taste looks like similar to cheese. It's fermentation ingredient, so the umami is more stronger, and the taste looks like it's tofu but tastes similar to cheese. So you can try for the tofu too. Oh, sorry, it's burned out. But it's okay.
Smells really good, doesn't it? And it smells different from when you're just cooking regular chicken. I don't know if you can tell the difference. There's this word umami that Miki has been using. It means flavor. But it's also an aroma, because when you're tasting something, you're also tasting it with your sense of smell. And I think you'll get that. Smell it as you're tasting it. It brings out all of that at the same time.
And other variation, I'd like to share other variation. So this is a steamer for microwave. So you have, this is from little bit different. You have, but since you have any kind of steamer is fine. So if you don't wash the pan, for example, tonight I don't wash the fry pan or pan. So you just prepare this kind of product and slice the onion. You put a sliced onion and you put on the marinated chicken. And if you want to put on the mushroom and microwave, maybe.
Voila, you've got a meal right there.
4 minutes or 5 minutes, and it's very delicious. It's easy, and you don't need to clean the pan.
And you don't have to worry about burning it either. Although you don't get the burn marks, and that's part of the presentation, I think.
Right.
Not the burn marks, excuse me, grill marks.
Grill marks,
not burn, grill.
Yeah. And also, it's the strong umami. It is a strong taste. No, how do I say? Not umami. It's 美味しいから冷めても美味しい.
Oh, with the umami, with the added flavor, it's going to taste good even cold. So even after it's chilled off, you don't have to eat it hot. That's why it's good for party dishes.
Okay, somebody's coming soon.
So I'm not cheating. It's for the people who didn't get any tofu, even with the second round.
Oh, okay.
They get to start first.
So, did you see the Shio-Koji sauce? So, you open it. It's familiar for you, but not just right. So, some ingredients are not familiar with you. I understand. So, when I came to the United States, the first my shock is PJ sandwich. I'm so astonished to see that. I understand peanuts and I understand jelly, but peanut sandwich is unfamiliar. But I tried and I like it. So guess what? So you can try this one too. Next. I think this is First Palace is a very good location. If you it takes only 20 minutes, you can get any ingredient in Torrance. So most of the ingredients I got a Torrance. Every ingredient you can get a Torrance. So only 20 minutes travel you can you can make Japanese cooking I made today. So just try. I hope.